Hello and welcome back to round 3 of the Aim-Point Practical Mini Rifle Championship, which is our winter league. Round 2 saw lots and lots of rain and some even hail and snow, so it's keeping up to its name. But round 3 we're met with wonderful bright sunshine. It's very cold but nice and bright. So it may have caused some issues for some of the guys with their red dot sights, being able to see the bright sunshine, but it shouldn't be a problem for most people. Now round 1 and round 2 had Jim Starley win both rounds. Jim is the winner of the Hawk Optics British Championship, so no surprise he's doing so well. But we've got a bit of a three-line race for the first, second and third, with Kelvin Leeton, Thomas Holloway coming in level points after him. And then we've got Matt Cox and also Matt Liddy also coming behind there. So the top 5 is pretty close. Someone needs to challenge Jim a bit more though, for 2 wins out of 2 so far, only 5 rounds in the championship. So round 3, we'll see how Jim gets on and see if Kelvin, Matt and Thomas can bring the fight to him. Let's see how they get on.
Well, before we get into the action here at Silverstone Shooting Centre, let's have a look at the championship standings. As John said, Jim Starley top of the table, Kevin Leeton, Tom Holloway on joint points, then the Matts coming up 4th and 5th.
You've got Dave Salmons is our leading senior, and they've got the new shooter category. Quite a few in there in terms of looking all quite close on points as well, so inserts panning out.
Okay, this is stage 1. Now round 2 of the championship with lots of longer distance shooting. For the 3rd round we've shortened it down and made it a little bit quicker. So this stage the targets are only at 10 metres distance and there are 10 metal plate targets, so if they hit you must fall to score. Start is slightly different. All the shooters will be having their back to the stage with their hands on their head. On commencing the buzzer, they've got to run over to one side, pick up their gun, which are over here. Then they've got to run the other side, pick up their magazines on this bin, and they can shoot the 10 metal plates from behind this course of fire here.
Ben Ducker. This is the one person who potentially could chase down Jim Starley.
First time we've seen Ben in this competition, this first 2 rounds. Always nice to see him shoot.
Very quick on his feet.
You won't be happy with that drop shot there. Look quick though.
Just one missed. And Tony Porter.
It's always funny doing a course of fire. They stand facing you. They look like little rabbits in headlights before the buzzer goes off.
Look like they've been kidnapped. Couple of misses already for Tony.
Yeah, I think he's trying to be quick rather than accurate here. Cleared up at the end though. Very good.
Ian Guy. First time we've seen him at Silverstone Shooting Centre.
No, again, Ian's been a very popular practical shooter for a long period of time. Shooting a Ruger. Not an easy gun to shoot practical sometimes because the mag change is a bit slower. First time here though.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the sort of banana magazine. They don't quite see the bullet properly.
It's more the fact that they're hard to change quickly, which obviously in practical shooting you need to do.
Here's Jim. Let's see if we can continue his winning ways.
Using a mag coupler there, you notice 2 magazines coupled together. Not sure you're going to need that with just 10 targets, but always careful.
Yeah, it looked like he forgot to take his safety off there on that first shot. But other than that, pretty clean run. There's Tom Holloway, the man fighting it out with Kelvin Leeton early on this season.
Missed the first shot again.
Couple of well, a fair few misses there actually. A bit rusty this morning. That's it. Kelvin Leeton. Let's see what he can do. Needs to be good. He's very quick as usual.
Oh, no, I thought he rushed that. He got that magazine in, but it didn't sound right. This is going to be a bit of a mare for him. Yeah, the round jammed in there. Sometimes speed rather than haste.
See how he recovers.
He's shooting angry now.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, look at that disappointed face. Okay, so here are results for stage 1. Ben Ducker taking a win ahead of Matt Liddy, Matt Cox, and then Jim Starley all the way in 4th. Whereas Where's Kelvin? It's going to be interesting to see where he came.
Kelvin would be down there, but Jim, you're right. He had that little slight slowdown of being dropped him down, but Ben can come in and straight to a win on the stage. It's great. Kelvin at 11th, he won't be happy with that. But then looking at the time he lost with that round and that misfire and that misload really will always hurt him now. I think.
Yeah, and Tony Porto down 16th. Those misses really did muller his score.
You can look at the times. You know, they're still quite close in times, but got to get them down.
Now stage 2. Bit more movement this time. Start position is standing by this cone, and then what I've got to do is I start the buzzer. I've got to move forward. I've got to shoot 6 targets between these barriers here and 3 more behind me over here. Then move forward. And I've got 4 targets behind this barrier I've got to shoot. I've got 2 metal plates down the bottom, 3 more targets on the side, and then right back a distance about 60 metres away, 3 more full-size targets. Should be an interesting stage, especially on mag reloads and making sure they get their armour timing.
More of a memory stage here, John.
Memory and distance. I like stages like this where I'm stretching them out, so they've got targets literally as close as a metre away, and then some at 50, 60 metres away. So they've got to know where the rounds are going. A lot of it's moving around, so even Andy, there example, he's got to remember he's got to shoot some, then move. Obviously, if you do try and go back and you miss a target, you must come back and shoot it all the time, keeping the muzzle pointed down range. So it's a safety issue as well to make sure they're on the ball. These are great over the barrier because it's very easy to shoot underneath the target. You're shooting down towards them, the point of impact will change. So you'll see people in there just scoring Charlies and Deltas because they're shot too low.
There's Steve Durrant.
Steve likes to see if he can outthink these courses of fire sometimes, so it's always curious to see when he runs the stage. He might be completely different to the next guy. It may or may not work.
That just seems to be the case with Steve, doesn't it? I mean, if he just did it how everybody else did it, he'd probably be a bit further up in the league or in the championship. But he does like to be a nuisance.
He works in Formula One, so he likes to make his own rules. So where he's going now, we're not sure, but he's making his own rules.
I don't think that's the quickest way to do that.
No, we didn't really consider that one.
Here's Matt.
Matt's with a new gun, I think, or is it a newly painted gun?
A fair few alphas there.
Just making up as you go along, yeah, making it up. Just,
I can see,
just call out alpha, what the hell of it, you know.
But you had a
drop into a knee to go there, so that's a different way of shooting it.
Took him a few to get the plates down. Fairly swift stage though. There's Matt Cox, who's tied with Matt Liddy at the moment in the championship.
Yes, they're both members of the same club too, so it's interesting how to get on.
Oh, it's a bit wild there.
A bit wild, yeah. Topped up and still didn't get him higher than Charlie, so.
Two plates, 3 targets left.
The plates are fighting harder than we think. I put them at slight angles, so not quite a straight shot, but surprised there being some misses down there. They're 10 metres away.
There's James Thomas.
Another one of our ex-military members.
And first tournament as well.
It is, yeah. He's done very well.
I can't see that, John. I'm not going to mention that.
Let's just go there all alpha, just lie through our way like normal, shall we? Commentate this curse and all that.
Just when I start saying there's a Bravo, that's when you know I'm lying.
Yeah, there are no Bravos, that's right, well done. Shame about his mag changer, he didn't remember to top up his mag, so he had to change his mag while static, so that will add some time onto his score.
James Tooley enjoyed the last round.
He's a bit slow with his loading on there, I think. That's a bit deliberate. Is he going to mag change or not, is the question. There you go.
Been forced to.
Always try and change your mag as you're moving, which is dead time anyway. So use that dead time to change your magazine. If you're stationary, it's not. It's all the clock is ticking down.
You see the look of frustration on people's faces when they run out of bullets. And you idiots, I should have done that earlier on.
I'm with James Tully, just shot round 3. James, how'd you get on?
Real fun. real fast course, a lot of movement, and some technical aspects to it as well. Really enjoyed it. Made a few mistakes by forgetting some targets, by rushing in and going too fast, so I just need to slow down for the next one and make sure I stick to my plan in my head, because it all goes out the window as soon as you press go.
And how'd you get on with that weak hand shooting?
Good, I think. The transition was alright. I just need to practice more on the my actual sight picture, my time sight picture. So I enjoyed it.
So the results for stage 2, Jim Stiley taking the winner over Ben Ducker. They've changed this time. Kelvin Leeton in 3rd place. A big drop off there though from first place to second.
Look at Ben though, straight in the 2nd place, but a time 5 seconds slower than Jim, but only a few percentage points back. So scoring was right important there.
Ian Guy 11th, Tony Potter 12th, Andy Smith, and James Thomas in 14th. He didn't have a good time there, did he?
The two James Thomas and James Tully, seem very close together in some of their scores, so reasonably new shooters, but sticking both together.
Stand by.
Okay, so that's 2 stages out of 4 out of the way. We've got plenty more action coming up after the break. We can see Lee Hopgood here taking on John's Yellow Balls.
Yep, they always love these ones. Should be fun to see how they shoot the stages coming after the break.
Stage 3, this is going to get some fun. They have to start with their feet inside this tyre. Then they have to shoot 20 of our wonderful little yellow balls and 6 paper targets as well. Now all the balls are hidden behind targets, so what they've got to do is, once they get going, shoot these 3 and those 3 papers, then run forward, and you'll see there are little ball targets dotted around the range. Very easy to run past some of them. They go all the way down. Another one tucked behind those. 3 more here. Another one tucked behind the tyres here. 3 more. Another one hidden back here. And then 4 across the back and 3 paper targets. It's going to need 32 rounds of ammunition this one, so at least 1 reload, and I guarantee someone's going to run out of ammo.
Well, this should be an interesting one, John. Let's see how Dave Salmons get on.
I love these stages. Lots and lots of targets, and they're very easy to run straight past one, be all happy, and then go, ah, crap, missed one. And we're going to see that today.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see that. We're going to see somebody run out of ammunition as well, I think.
Well, 32 targets, so let's say they shoot it perfectly. It's still 32 rounds. You can't carry more than 30 in a magazine at one time. But I guarantee there'll be people shooting 30, 40, 50, 60 rounds at this sometimes, especially with the balls going to play.
Dave seems to be coping fairly well at the moment.
A lot of this is memory as well. As you go down, you have to have a plan of where you shoot and where you're going to reload it. And also, as you go down, the plan is out the window. You sort of forget one go around. So it's a nice little stage. It's quite fun to shoot.
Good shooting.
I think you're right. Alpha Charlie, Alpha Charlie, Alpha Delta, yeah.
That's exactly what I saw as well, John. Let's see what Matt's memory is like.
And again, you see shooting low down there.
Oh, taking out a GoPro as well.
There's a budget gone for the year, isn't it? A camera being blasted.
Very deliberate. There's the mag change on the run.
It's quick in his feet today as well. So. You see, because there's a ball tucked behind the balls there, he can't run past it. He's got to shoot that one, then shoot there. But he's missed it, so he's gonna be very upset with that one. It was right in front of him, but he shot straight past it.
He's unloading so clear.
Oh, we can't do that, can he?
Well, he's missed all those 4 down there as well. Technically speaking, yes. Rupert gave him the option. Said it's a question if you finished, and he has. I still think he's not shot the targets.
Horror show is right, Matt. Look behind you. No. Oh, he's trying to go for it. See what the newcomer Lee Hopgood can do.
Shooting a bit low there. You see the wood spicing up. We'll see when the round's going low. No, he's figured it out now. It's Lee's first competition, so he's doing very well, if you ask me. I think he's in with a good chance of winning the newcomer as well. Taking a few. You see, didn't load. Easy mistake to make. Yeah, 4 rounds, knocked that one over.
He's got the one that Matt's missed.
Yep, Matt is now crying about that one.
4 down the bottom.
Again, because it's slightly longer distance, you have to shoot again a bit more towards the ball itself.
There's a few alphas there.
I'm here with Lee Hopgood, just shot round 3. Lee, how'd you get on?
Really enjoyed it. I think I shot okay. Didn't make the mistakes I made last week, so I've learnt from last week, but I picked up a few lessons this week to carry forward. But in the main, I really enjoyed it.
Now, it's your first competition this time. This bit more running and gunning this round. How'd you find that?
Yeah, it's the buzzer fairy. So I know the phrase is have a plan and shoot the plan. Buzzer goes off and that all goes out the window, so I need to work on sticking to my plan.
Look, well done. We'll see you out for round 4.
Thank you very much.
Shoes, are you ready? Stand by.
And let's see what Jim can do. It's been a Jim show so far.
Very deliberate shooting. Again, it doesn't look like he's quick. He's got long legs and he's actually quite fast.
But he only shoots what he needs to shoot, doesn't he? He doesn't waste ammo like we saw Ben Ducker and
yeah, he's not.
Steve Durham earlier on.
He's not a trigger blaster, is Jim. I think maybe he's a bit tight and like spending money on ammo.
I thought of it that way, John.
Well, they're 3p each, you know, all counts.
So here are the results for stage 3, and yes, it is Jim Stanley taking the win ahead of Kelvin Leeton. Although he looks slow,
He's quick as he goes. It does look slow. Ben obviously came with 5th there. Obviously the accuracy by volume didn't pay off so well for that one. Steve Durrant did very well in 6th though.
Yeah, Lee Hopgood breaking into the top 10.
He did very well as well, exactly. I mean, Matt Cox obviously didn't do himself a favour down there. Dropped half his score, missing all those ones there. But one for experience.
James Tooley and James Thomas together again. Well, not so much because James Thomas didn't score on that one.
Round 4, final stage of the day. This is going to be interesting. What they've got to do is start at this green barrel. Then you have 4 of our little yellow ball targets to shoot, and also 3 papers. But crucial thing is, they must shoot 1 round per paper target, strong hand, then change hands and shoot 1 round per paper target with a weak hand. So what they've got to do is shoot the paper targets, 1 on each on left, 1 on each on right. This will be interesting to see who's been practicing shooting weak-handed shooting.
Right. Shoes, are you ready? Yep.
Andy Smith up first, but when you say weak hand shooting, it doesn't mean weak shoulder, does it?
Yeah, there are different ways you can look at this, as much that you can either dictate weak hand or weak shoulder or weak side. So in this case, I went for weak-handed, which is you can, technically speaking, move the gun across, or it avoids this idea of weak shoulder where you can shoot with the same trigger finger. So it's a proper movement of gun over. It's interesting that a lot of people don't practice this at all, and the moment you say weak-handed, they all freak out.
Ready? Stand by.
See how Kyle gets on after his nightmare earlier on.
Slight concern he's leaning on his magazine, which is never really good because it does cause jams in some of the ARs. But seems to be working okay so far. But you see he's shooting low, hitting the blocks again.
You don't have that issue with the Vector, do you?
No, I bet you can make this the whole time, but only a few of us shoot it. So he's gone to weak shoulder now, so 1 round on each. Now you shot this right order. You're best off shooting your weak shoulder at the end because you're a bit Bambi in headlights trying to get comfortable.
Yeah, so wipe out the targets with your really strong hand, your strong shoulder, and then move on to the weak.
Yeah, Ben will do. Ben will shoot all the balls, then shoot 1 round each strong, and then finish off on the weak hand on the 3.
You see, he's kept it on his strong shoulder, just changed the hand over.
That's right, yeah. This does need practice. That looked quick.
I'm here with Ben Ducker. Now Ben, you've missed a couple of rounds so far. First one, how'd you get on?
It was okay. My equipment worked really well. The ammo worked great. All the problems I had today were unfortunately self-induced. So I think I need to get a bit more practice in now the ranges are open.
Is that because you're a bit rusty or you had to shoot the last few months?
Basically, yeah. So I've got a new optic on the gun as well. So I need to get used to mounting that and getting on it quickly. So yeah, I've just been away from the range for too long. So it's good to be back.
Shoes, are you ready? Stand by.
Yes, Matt Liddy from Northampton.
Again, shooting low. And again, oh, that one fell off. It's got lucky.
Strong shoulder, strong arm at the moment.
Now, again, there's a penalty. If obviously 1 round per hand. If they don't do that, it's 10-point penalty per round shot.
I'm here with Matt Liddy. Matt, 3rd round in. How did this one go?
Today went a lot better. I've got a new optic that I've been using, and now it's all dialed in. Yeah, my percentage to the winner was considerably better and a bit more of what I expected of myself.
There's quite a lot of people trying new optics. You think it's a good idea, trying optics straight into a competition?
Sadly, I've got no other option of going straight to competition because there's nowhere I can practice with everything being closed. But I identified what issues I had during the Summer League last year, and optic was a problem. So to sort of keep on the heels of these boys, you need to do everything you can do, really.
Brilliant. Well done. Look forward to seeing you round 4.
So Tom Holloway is up next, but just going back to what Matt just said, he struggled with the optics. What would be the issues he has with the optics?
I think the reason why that historically has been like shorter distance, and here we shoot up to 100 metres, which tends to lend itself well to a scope rather than the red dot.
Here's Jim Starley, won every round so far.
If Tom shot that well, I think it's going to be quite close between Tom and Jim at this stage. Although Ben did shoot well as well. You see how much faster it is just using that same shoulder as use the other hand.
Are you Jim Starley? You've already won round 1 and round 2. How do you think round 3 has gone?
I think it's gone pretty well. I didn't have any issues out there. Gun worked fine, ammo worked fine. Yeah, it was good fun course of fire. Nice sunny weather, so yeah, perfect.
Looking forward to round 4?
Yeah, definitely. It's been quite intense, kind of 3 weeks on the bounce, so hopefully round 4 goes as well.
Good luck for next round.
So here are results for stage 4, and yeah, it's Tom Holloway taking a win ahead of Jim Starley, Kelvin Leeton and Ian Guy. Ian Guy must be happy with himself there.
He did well, Ian, but you're looking at Tom shooting, it looked really smooth and clean, so I'd be quite happy with that. I mean, Ben looked quick as well, but Tom didn't take away. But Ian Guy did very well shooting up to there.
Yeah, Ben Ducker all the way down.
But round 3, again, Jim takes it. Again, by a decent margin this time from Kelvin and Tom. But Ben comes rocking straight into 4th place, so he should have come the first 2 rounds, really. But he's done well so far for that one.
So here are the championship standings after round 3. Jim Starley, followed by Kelvin Leeson, Tom Holloway, 1 point in it at the moment for 2nd and 3rd place. Matt Lidder and Matt Cox have been split by Steve Durrant.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Only 2 points between Matt and Steve as well. So it's quite close at the top, isn't it? It's a good championship.
Okay, so that brings an end to round 3 of the 8-point Winter League. Jim Starley taking a win. Another great showing by him, followed closely by Kelvin Leeton. Great seeing Ben Ducker back as well.